Hello everyone and welcome back to our Ark Survival Ascendant series. I am Survivor K and today we're gonna go through the mutations guide. Yeah, that's right. It's about time we put this out because we've been threatening everybody with it for a while. So, what are mutations? Let's start from the beginning. What do you want to do with them? So first, in order to finish this game PvE wise, you need to kill the Alpha Overseer. To kill the Alpha Overseer, you need to kill the bosses. And to do that, you need strong dinos. And you can get them by hunting in the wild. Now, those are not necessarily strong enough in order to do this solo or in order to do this easily. And you can make them stronger. And this is where mutations come into place. Basically, mutations are chance levels into specific stat that you can get by breeding, right? So what do you need to start the mutations? Basically, you need high-level dinos, right? You need high-level dinos with high stats in health and damage. For the Rexes, I typically go with 10k health and 350% damage. This is what I try to tame around those stats. For Therizino, 9k health with 350 damage. For Megatherium, 7k health with around 400% damage. Now, these are wild dinos, right? These are stats right after tame. So you may or may not reach them. You don't necessarily need to reach this level. This is more so you can orient yourself if you're close enough to a very good dino or not, right? So it's up to you where you want to start, but I aim around those stats. It's good enough if it's fairly close to them. Optional, you need a low-level dino for each to lower the useless stat, like food and oxygen, an Oviraptor for egg collection. Watch out for the range. The higher the level of the Oviraptor, the bigger the range, which means he's gonna pick up eggs you may not want. And a very spacious base, so you can organize this easily. Now, these are the wild stats that you get. In order to kill the bosses, you will need to reach higher than this. And typically, what I go with for alpha bosses, the stats are like this. For the bosses themselves, not the Overseer and TK. For the bosses themselves, Rexes, I typically go with 30k health and 700% damage. Therizino with 21k health in order to max out the Veggie Cake healing and 700% damage. Megatheriums, I go with 30-40k health and 400% damage. And the Yuri, I go with 20k health and 2k stamina. I don't care about the damage on the bosses, on the alpha bosses. The Yuri damage on the alpha bosses is not really relevant. You're not going to attack with it unless you want to. But it's more important to give it the buff, right? And that's why we need the stamina. For the Overseer and Tech Cave, for the Rexes, I go typically with 65k health and 700% damage. More damage preferably, but this is the baseline. For the Therizino, 35k health, 700% damage. Same story, more damage the better, but around that place it should be good enough. For the Yuri, 35k health, 4k stamina, 350 damage. Why does it matter here, the Yuri? Is because in Overseer fight you're gonna have drones, and it's better if you go with the Yuri and attack the drones and clean off the drones than to switch your dinos off the boss. And 4k stamina is to keep moving, biting, and buffing at the same time. It's gonna be very stamina consuming process. Right, so these are the stats that we aim to have, which means we need a lot of mutations in health and damage. And first things first, as I said, get high-level dino with decent stats. Second, get the low-level dino with lower stats in order to get rid of food and oxygen if you want to min-max. You don't need to, but if you want to, that's advised. Get the Oviraptor to help with the egg collection, and then combine the stats to make a clean line, which means pull all your big stats together in one dino, like I did here. So from wild I got 8.3k health, is not 9k, but it's still good enough. 335 melee damage is not 350, but it's still good enough. I'm willing to breed more. right? You combine them, you get the stats into one dyno. Then you lower the stats using a lower level dyno. You get rid of oxygen and you get rid of food because you're not going to use those, right? And you end up with a clean line, right? In the clean line, it's going to have level 161. Why does this guy have 162? Doesn't matter. You're going to have, oh, because I leveled it up for the, yeah, never mind. You end up with 161 clean, right? No mutations and good stats. You have 8.3k health from the wild. I got 335 from the wild, and then I lowered the food and the oxygen. And this is the base level I'm going to start with. Now, why does the level matter? Because if you want to min-max, and if you want to push as many points in health and as many points in damage as you can, you should start from lower level. The level cap of the servers typically is 450. Now, I may be wrong here, they may have changed it, but I typically go to 450. You can get 88 levels from XP, from leveling up. So, in order to get the max level, the max number of mutations you can add into a line, or the max number of levels you can add into a line, basically you need to do 450, subtract 88 levels from the XP, then subtract your clean dyno line level, which in my case is 161. So I end up with 201. This is the max number of levels I can add up, so my dyno does not get blocked, I don't know, deleted, I cannot use it because it's too high of a level. 201 levels, which means I can only get 100 mutations because you get 2 levels per mutation point. In that case, the max number of mutations is going to be 100 for me. Conveniently or not, I don't know, I didn't calculate this. I will probably go with 65 points in damage and 35 points in health in order to reach a total number of 100 mutations, right? So, to do this cleanly, right, you need to make 2 strands, one for each stat I want to mutate, right? One for damage and one for health. And I'm getting a dyno. I already got 1 mutation in damage and 1 mutation in health. I'm getting 30 females here in this contraption. I still need to add the windows here. I'm getting 30 females to breed with only 1 male. And same on the other side. Why is that? Because when you breed and you pop a mutation, your dyno's level is going to increase. He's going to end up with 163 level, in my case, instead of 161. And the points are going to go in the damage. And then in this line, actually, let me show you on the mutated dyno right now. Hello. Yeah, here. He ended up with 163 and 346 damage. I didn't put any point. I didn't level him at all. See, he still has 10 XP here. Now, in the ancestry line, you have 2 lines. One is patrilineal, one is matrilineal. This tells you where the mutation came from. Once you reach 20 points here, it will not give you any more mutations, right, on that specific line. So basically, this guy is going to pass down to his child the mutation, and the mutation is going to pile up into the patrilineal place because that's where he got it from. This is why we swap only the male. These guys are going to get 20 out of 20 patrilineal on patrilineal side fairly quickly, and then always have 0 to 1 from matrilineal because our line is clean, right? So we can always mutate on the matrilineal side because we don't swap the females. They don't pass any mutations. This guy does. Which means until we pile up these, we're going to have 2 places from where mutations can occur. As after this is done, basically it's going to take much longer because it's only 1 place where this mutation can occur. So you're getting the stats from the mom, which is clean, and from the dad, which is clean, and the chance to get a mutation. The mutations needs to be always on a male, and you always should swap just the male, because first of all, it's going to be more tedious if you swap the female. Second of all, you're going to end up piling mutations on the matrilineal side, and you're going to stop your mutation line shorter than expected. Right, so always get the levels in on the mail, and always check out the level itself and if the mutation dropped in the correct stat. Right, that's pretty much it. Right, breed this guy with all 30 females, make sure all of them are on breeding, breed it, the Oviraptor is gonna collect the egg, you're gonna hatch the eggs, and see if you get a mutation out of them, right? Let's see. This is why I put these there. Just drop them here, let them hatch, and we're looking for 165 level, right? Because my damage guy has 163. The next point is gonna be 165. So this is the longest part of it. That's pretty much it. That's how you mutate. You get 160 whatever. See, I already tried to get some. We still have baby Therizzinos all over the place. Yeah. You get the eggs, you start hatching them, and you pray RNG gives you a point in damage. Claim it, wait for it to breed, swap the male up top, rinse and repeat until you get the level that you want or the points that you want. 163, 163. Nobody's 165. Sorry, my. Oh, no, there you go. Hello. 165. Come here. I don't know what those are, but I got the 165. Right? And we go down here and check this guy. 346.5. I think, if I remember correctly, 346 is his dad. So he did not receive. Can I please climb? Tyler. Thank you. If I remember correctly, 346 is on, yeah. So he didn't get the point into the damage. In that case, he or she. In that case, just unclaim it and keep going. If you receive a female and you have the right mutation, this is why I kept the clean ones. If I receive a female and have the right mutation, I'm gonna breed it with the male clean here, and I'm just gonna breed it until I get a male. And that's it. Get the male with the max stats and move it up there, rinse and repeat until everything is done. Rest of it is just egg hatching. I'm not gonna go through all of them now, because there's no point in you watching me killing eggs and popping eggs. There's no reason for it. I think all the information that you need to start mutations and how to do mutations is already shared with you. So let me do a quick recap. First, you need a high level dino with decent stat. Then you need a lower level dino for min-maxing in order to remove food and oxygen. Then you need an Oviraptor to help you with egg collection. Combine the stats from the high level dinos. Drop the food, make a clean line. Calculate your max number of mutations if you want to go min-max. Create one strand, one building, one whatever for each stat you want to mutate. Start breeding until you get the mutation on the male. Swap the male and rinse and repeat until you are happy. That's pretty much it. This is how you get the mutations, and this is basically the quickest mutation guide I ever saw. Typically, people want to make this a big fuss, but it's not a big fuss. Just make this clean, and you just keep breeding until you get mutations in the right stat, and that's it. That's about it. Yeah, 15 minutes, maybe even less. I've seen guides with more than 2 hours for honestly no reason. Anyways, so I hope you really did enjoy this one. I don't know. I hope it was useful. I hope it really helped you and it made mutations much simpler and much cleaner for you guys. This is the process I'm going through every single time I'm trying to mutate a dino. Doesn't matter the stat I'm doing it for. So yeah, if this really helped you, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to do the whole YouTube Trinity, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Spread the love. And also, if I missed anything, let me know. If you have a different way of mutating that's even easier, also let me know. So yeah, hope this helped. See you guys next time.